Beware of dog, or how fear outsources its voice. There is already a warning system built into reality. It's called sound. If a dog barks, awareness arrives on its own. No literacy required, no signage needed. Which immediately exposes the oddity of the sign. Beware of dog never adds information. It adds story. And story, as A Course in Miracles gently reminds, is where fear hides. Walking down a street, a fence rattles, a dog explodes into sound, and the body reacts automatically. Heart rate up, attention sharpened. That's perception doing what perception does. But the sign is different. The sign is premeditated. The sign says something before anything has happened. And that is always the ego's move. The Course states in Chapter 21, Section 2, that perception is learned, not given. The sign teaches you how to see before you actually see. It doesn't warn of a dog. It warns of meaning. It says danger lives here. Threat lives here. Something must be defended here. Now comes the quiet comedy, because the dog is usually behind a fence. The fence already solved the problem, but fear never trusts solutions. Fear demands witnesses. So the dog barks, and the sign speaks, and neither of them are actually about protection. They're about reassurance. Reassurance for the mind that believes it is vulnerable. This is why the Course says in Chapter 13, Section 4, that fear is always a misinterpretation of strength. Strength does not announce itself. Strength does not bark at bicycles. Strength naps in the sun. The little dogs chasing bikes are not guarding property. They're chasing relevance. Speed feels like purpose. Movement feels like meaning. If nothing happens all day, anything that moves becomes important. That's not canine psychology. That's ego psychology. The ego barks when it feels ignored. The ego posts signs when it feels unsafe. And the Course is blunt about this. In Chapter 12, Section 1, it states that the ego is always alert for threat because it believes it has something to lose. Which brings us to the neighborhood paradox. Where are the signs absent? Where are the dogs quiet? Where fences feel optional. Not where people have nothing, but where people feel secure. Security does not perform. Security assumes. This is not about class or virtue. It's about internal climate. When the mind rests, it does not deputize the environment. When the mind is anxious, it recruits symbols, dogs, signs, noise. The Course reminds us in Chapter 18, Section 3, that defense is what makes fear real. The sign is a defense. The bark is a defense. Neither are protection. They are announcements that protection is believed to be necessary. And here's the quiet punchline. The most dangerous sign is not beware of dog. It's beware of thought. Because the mind that believes it must warn is the mind that believes it is separate. And separation is the only thing the Course ever calls dangerous. Not the dog, not the fence, not the street. Just the belief that peace must be guarded instead of recognized. Fear externalizes. Love rests. The dog barks. The sign talks. Truth remains silent. And silence, as the Course teaches again and again, is not absence. It is confidence remembered.